This episode of the Damage Guild podcast is sponsored by listeners like you. Join the guild at patreon.com/damageguild to receive exclusive perks, member rewards, and bonus content.
Previously on the Damage Guild podcast.
Shabba, I have the hook.
And you make it to the center.
Oh, finally.
And both of the tunnels are sealed. And Stripey brings down his third victim. Congratulations, you've defeated the clockwork spiders.
Sweet.
We've solved your spider puzzle.
Oh, man.
Finally, you enter the next room. A small chamber, square, with 3 open archways on the wall in front of you. A strange shimmering effect fills the openings, as if you were looking at the surface of a pool of water reflecting sunlight. Another stanza is carved into the stone above the central archway.
With trusted advisors on left hand and right, step forward, O king, and set kingdom aright.
Well, let's do this. Let's have Azlo go through the middle tunnel first, and then we'll see if
My skin disintegrates into a puddle of goo.
That's right.
Azlo will crack his knuckles and say, "Here we go." And he takes a deep breath, and he charges at the central doorway.
You run through the archway and suddenly find yourself on the other side, stripped of all of your equipment and clothing, replaced with only a simple white cloth robe.
Whoa.
Looking behind you, you can see the shimmering portal, but everything beyond it is engulfed in shadow. And similarly, those on the outside, you see him enter the portal and then disappear as everything on the other side is swallowed up in the darkness.
Well, so even the hallway, like everything on the other side just instantly vanishes to black?
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa. Weird.
What happens when I reach out to touch where the line is?
Well, the portal is still there, but as you put your hand on it, it feels like a solid wall.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right, Tokas. You're right, I'm left. Let's do this thing.
You just didn't want to say that I was right, did you, Shabba?
No, I have no problem saying you're right. I hope that tunnel leads you to much joy and happiness.
No, I mean that I was correct, that we would only each singularly go through a tunnel.
No. I have no problem saying that you're correct. You are 100% correct. Now enjoy your tunnel.
And then you kick him down.
Yeah, you too. Just come back to me, Shabba.
All right, likewise.
And you can leave Stripey.
Real quick, I turn around and say, "Tokas? Shabba? Stripey?" to see if I get a response.
They don't hear you.
Okay. I'm going to try quickly casting Message, a cantrip that I haven't used in a long time.
Does it have any material components?
It does indeed.
Eye of Newt.
Yes.
You don't have any of your equipment, so...
All right, cool. So I just kind of stand there for a second and let the other players take their turns.
Well, you don't really know what's going on outside, but they walk through the doors, and the same thing happens to you.
Wow, these robes are really comfy.
Does it feel like it's fleece-lined, perhaps, or a fine, downy wool robe?
Perhaps a terry cloth?
Yeah.
I already said it was plain white cloth.
Yeah, but you didn't say what kind of cloth, Thane. That's what we're getting at here.
Right, you didn't say what letters were embroidered on the breast
on
of
the
it.
chest. Yeah. Wow, SD, this is a custom robe.
I don't know enough about fabrics.
Well, then if you're not going to fill in the blanks, then we will. With our headcanon. This is the most comfortablest robe that I've ever robed.
Ooh, what does Marriott mean? Very strange.
That's very, very odd. Well, whatever make these robes may be, they are quite prestigious. Well, I continue to walk down the stone hallway. Am I in my bare feet?
Yes.
Is the stone cold or warm?
It's kind of...
Fair to middling?
It's kind of warm. You can still feel that heaviness and warmth in the air.
Oh my.
And we are each still in a hallway?
Yes.
All right, yeah, I start walking down the hallway as well.
Actually, I just lean forward and fall down the hallway. Just because I feel like it's one of those things where it's just going to happen. Like, you sort of the camera starts to tilt at like an odd angle, and the next thing you know, gravity's fully changed, and you're just flying down. Like, it's like turned from a hallway into a pit, and you're just plummeting. So, I imagine that that's happening even if it doesn't start to happen.
Don't you know the first rule of D&D? Don't give the DM ideas.
Right.
Well, everything is an idea. But no, that does not happen.
man.
For those of you who are unable to see in the dark naturally, there is some sort of invisible light source that's lighting up these tunnels.
I was just going to ask about lighting in here. Yeah.
Just sort of a soft glow against the stone.
Yeah, there's just ambient light everywhere.
Okay.
Oh, I peer up. Oh, those are LEDs. Very energy efficient.
So the three of you walk down your separate tunnels. Azlo, yours just keeps on going straight, and the other two split off away from the center briefly before straightening out again.
So it feels like we have diverged from that center path.
Yes, just slightly. Like it turns once outwards and then once again back to the original direction.
Okay.
Man, I hope there's some sort of magical locker room that's holding all our stuff. That would be really unfortunate that we have to,
yeah, seriously,
get all of our stuff, literally start from zero. Is Stripey with you, Shabba?
I checked my robe for Stripey. Stripey, are you in there?
Stripey is not with you.
No, I turn around and try to claw my way back through the portal.
Shabba, this is the first time you've been without Stripey in 100 bazillion years.
It is. I'm freaking out right now. I don't know what to do with myself.
You can actually leave through the portal just by stepping out, at which point all of your equipment reappears and you see Stripey sitting on the floor in front of you.
Oh my goodness, Stripey. There you are. What happened to you? Oh no, what am I going to do? I can't leave you here. I pick him up and try to take him through with me again.
You and Stripey blend into one being.
You move through, but once your skin touches the portal, it pulls you in without you having to continue walking through. And once Stripey hits it, you can feel him being pulled out of your hands.
Oh my goodness. So he's physically in that room that I just left.
Yes.
He hasn't been shunted off to some magical lounge where he's being fed grapes and waved palm fronds over by servants.
It could be worse, like the locker holding room. It could just be like a magical room where it holds our things and doesn't have important amenities like oxygen. So this is a pretty good deal.
That's true. All right, I go back through one last time, and I give Stripey a snack, and I say, "Wait here, little fella. I'll be back for you." And I go through.
Stripey looks up at you knowingly.
Okay, good. It's better than giving me the little badger baby eyes.
Azlo, your path goes down a short staircase. At the end of the stairs, it opens up into a room some 100 feet across and about 40 feet wide. You are standing on a ledge, about 10 feet deep ledge, overlooking a vast pool filled with what appears to be the same sort of acid you dealt with earlier, except this is bubbling and hot as well. Spanning the pit is a bridge composed of large metal square tiles, each one 10 feet across, arranged in an octagonal prism with a single row of tiles above the acid and the rest submerged. So it's kind of like a large tree knocked down to act as a bridge here, except just the top part of it is above the acid. So like an octagonal tree.
So an octagonal tree knocked down, and half of it is below the acid and half is above.
It's almost all below the acid. Just the top tile is above.
Just the top is, and those tiles that go across the length of the quote-unquote tree are square metal tiles 10 feet across?
Yes.
Got it.
So it's like 1,000,000 stop signs stacked together, hollowed out in the middle, and then tipped on their side.
That are 10 feet to a side.
I see. 1,000,000 giant stop signs.
Yeah. Yeah, you should know with Shabba, if you're going to describe shapes, just use their real-world counterparts. He's not too good with shape names yet.
Except stop signs aren't octagons all over the world.
Oh. Well, I was trying to think of any real-world octagon that I knew of, and the stop sign was the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, I can't think of any others.
There aren't very many other common ones. For those of you going down this side, your passageways end in a solid stone door. All along the wall towards the middle, there is a narrow gap, just barely big enough to see what's on the other side. So you can actually see now Azlo inside through this little slit in the wall that extends the whole length of this passage.
Azlo, can he see us? I try to talk to him. Azlo! Azlo over here!
Yeah, I'll put my lips through the slit and go, Azlo! Is that you?
Yes, you can hear them.
Ah, okay. I turn to the left and the right. I'm assuming they're going down the left and right walls of this chamber.
Yeah, they're up above you to the left and right, because you went down the stairs a little bit.
I keep walking sideways with my lips still through the spot. Azlo, get us out of here. Come on, you gotta help us. Nice robe, by the way.
Hey, thanks, guys. What are you doing up there?
Looking sharp. We're doing the same thing you're doing. We're going through the tunnel, except we went through the side ones.
Well, okay. Yeah, I just walked in here. I'm still scoping things out a little bit.
Okay, take your time. No worries. We're good. Before we move on, we've got a quick royal decree from none other than resident artiste extraordinaire and friend of the show, Chris Phillips, a.k.a. Chris Monster, if you're a member of our Discord server, and if you're not, you definitely should be. Go to our website, thedamageguild.com, click on social and Discord for the invite to our server. Anyway, Chris says... I am Chris the Art Monster. I have taken up residence in these lands to unleash my army of drawings on unsuspecting Discord guild members. I demand your attention this day to wish a very happy birthday to my friend Clay Ton of Bricks. Thank you for introducing me to the Damage Guild. Chrysanth is now my second home, and I'm so glad to be a member of this awesome community. I pray that Kavake bleats joyfully in your general direction on your birthday. Well, that was very nice. We're wishing Clay Ton of Bricks, who's also a member of our Discord server, a very, very happy birthday. Coming up just next week, I believe. So we couldn't hit it exactly, but, this is the closest episode to Clay Ton of Bricks' birthday. So again, happy birthday, Clay Ton of Bricks. Thanks for the royal decree, Chris. And we'll now be returning to our regularly scheduled adventure.
Yeah, I look around a little bit more. Do I notice anything else of interest?
The only other things you can see is all the way at the far end of this room, there's another ledge with a stone door and a large lever next to it. The other two, halfway down your tunnels, so basically in the middle of this 100-foot room, just below the slit in the wall, there's an odd engraving on the wall, which depicts a 7x8 grid with markings on it, and I will send each of you a picture.
Are you private messaging these pictures? Like, am I getting a different picture than Jay?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Or most importantly, I think I'm not getting them, is the key thing here.
So these pictures that we're seeing are each on the inside of our tunnels?
Yes, they're inside your tunnels. They're just on the walls below the slit that you're looking through. One more thing. There's a little metal rectangle on this grid that can slide left and right to enclose a specific column. It has a little track that it would move along in the stone.
So there's a grid that's 8 squares wide by 7 squares high, and there is a metal rectangle that covers any one column at a given time that can be slid along the grid.
It's not covering it, it's like open up around it.
Outlining it?
Outlining it. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And I've gone ahead and sorted through my spell cards and removed all the ones with material components.
Do you still have some spells?
I do, actually, yeah.
Oh. Well, if we can cast spells in here.
Yeah. And I will, I'm just going to investigate the bridge before I step onto it, just kind of walk up to it and see if there's anything I can tell up close.
Okay.
3, is this perception or investigation?
Let's go with investigation this time.
Okay, that's a 4.
Okay, you don't notice anything new.
Okay, I go blind. What did you say is at the far end again?
A stone door and a lever next to it.
Okay.
And there are 7 of these tiles on the bridge going straight ahead.
7 of them, okay.
Those 7 plates make up the surface of the bridge?
Right, and then there are more on the other sides of the octagon.
I see. Okay. Do those look like they have any divisions or markings or anything?
Not that you can see.
Okay. All right. I have no idea what any of this means. I mean, I understand that the grids correspond to the sides of the bridge, but I don't know what these little lines on the grid mean. There's a bunch of just random lines, each covering, or not covering, but spanning one side of a given square on this 8x7 grid.
Now, of course, I can't see that.
Right. So are these grids at the very end of the hallways that we're in?
No, they're around the middle.
They're around the middle, so what happens if we keep going, keep walking down the hallway?
You don't see anything else of interest. It just ends in a door, stone door.
Oh, okay, so there is a door at the end that we can see.
Yes.
Can I try and go over to the door and get through it?
You don't see any way to open it.
Okay.
There's no handle or bar or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
What do you make of this, Tokas?
You have one of these things too, Shabba?
Yeah, I have this little grid here with a little sliding bar that borders one of the columns when I move it in place. Does it click or lock into place, or can I just slide it freely?
You actually try to slide it then?
Yeah.
Okay, you slide it over, and it clicks into the next slot, and you see the whole bridge in the center of the room in front of you rotate one space over.
Okay.
Whoa.
Right. That's what I was thinking. So where did it start? Where did this little rectangular...
Started on the third one from the right.
The third one from the right. Okay.
Azlo was just about to set foot on the bridge when that happened. Whoa. Pull back.
So I can't see any blockers or walls or anything on the bridge itself? They're just tiles?
Nope.
What the heck?
Is mine the same? Like I have that bar that I can move?
Yeah, you have the same setup there.
Okay.
Guys, the bridge just rotated on me.
Yeah, I just moved this little thingamajiggy-bob here, and it rotated the bridge. I don't know why you can't just walk across the bridge right now,
I don't either.
or how we'll be able to tell when you can walk across the bridge.
I'm sure that it's perfectly safe for me to just charge straight through, so that's what I'm going to do.
I doubt it. I doubt it a lot.
Okay, well, maybe I'll just try stepping on the first plate and seeing what happens.
Okay.
Unless you guys have any better ideas.
Okay, well, pick which one you rotated it to.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Well, it's up to you, whichever one you wanted to turn to.
So when you're saying rotating too, like we're putting the bar on a column of the tiles, right?
The bar is like a border
Yeah.
around that column. And yeah, we can slide it and it'll click into place.
And we're sliding it columns-wise.
Right.
Yes, and then
Yep, left to right.
when the bridge rotated, Tokas, you saw the thing slide over to the next column too.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
So moving one of them moves both of them.
Yes.
Like either one of you moving your slider slides the other person's slider.
Interesting.
Oh, he slid mine. Where did mine end up?
It's up to him. Which one did you slide it to?
So was Tokas's 3 to the right?
Yeah, they were in the same place.
All right, so I slid mine 1 to the right.
So it pushes mine over.
It's 2 from the right now.
Yeah, it slides yours over.
On this column on my grid, there is a wall. I'm just going to call these walls, these little lines that span one side of a square. So there's a wall at the very top and a wall adjoining it to the right of that top square. What does that column look like for you, Tokas?
So my grid is gray tiles and brown tiles.
Oh, really? Mine has walls and yours has just 2 different types of tiles.
Yeah, mine is just, there's mostly gray tiles. I wonder if those are the ones that are safe. And then some of my tiles are brown. Maybe not safe.
How many of your tiles are brown?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want me to count them all? I mean, a lot of my
Yes.
tiles. Do you want me to just like brain transfer my grid to you?
Whichever one has fewer colors, or fewer of that color, count those.
So the first column has 4 brown, 3 gray. Second tile is mostly gray, and then only 2 brown. I mean, like, I don't know how I should describe this to you guys.
Okay, so there are 56 total tiles in an 8x7 grid. So you would say most of them are gray and only a few of them, or only some of them are brown?
Yep, most are gray, only a few are brown. So tell me, what's yours like?
Mine is
Dude, what does mine say?
Dude, what does mine say? Yeah, this is totally that scene, by the way. Sweet! What does mine say?
Shabba, those lines that you're calling the walls are really more kind of in the middle between the different tiles,
They're in the middle.
rather than being on one side of one of them.
They're in the... Okay.
This is just how my program laid it out. So
Got it.
Describe to me these lines.
These are lines that if you would... Okay, this is a real-world example. Tokas, if you were playing the world's most popular role-playing game with your friends back at home in the Rathgaunt Hills in your village, okay, and you had miniatures on a table and they were on a map, like one of those battle maps. I'm sure you've had one of those before. I think even the back of your Sapphire Saber poster had a sample battle map for the Sapphire Saber miniatures you used to play with. Didn't you say that? Anyway, so if you were to have a dungeon on that map with squares, the walls would be like these little
Doors.
They look like walls. They're like stone blocks, but they divide different squares from one another. So it's like looking at a top-down view of a dungeon with just various random walls
Separating some of the squares.
Various squares, yes.
Okay.
Well, my best guess is that I want to maze Azlo onto the gray tiles and avoiding the brown tiles.
Yes.
What's your best guess?
I think you are absolutely correct.
And probably not being able to pass through walls as well?
Right. I think you probably can't pass through walls and you can't step on brown squares, so we got to find you a clear path.
All right, so start me off with a gray square just to test that theory out.
Well, so my guess is that, so there are two paths that start him, right? So like the design is like the bottom is, like, is it bottom to top?
Probably.
Yes.
Like I'm guessing that's the way it's laid out?
Let's go with that.
Okay.
The bottom of the grid is the first square that he's going to step on.
And you said that the door is in the middle of the bridge?
No, the door is just at the far end. The grid that you're looking at is in the middle. It's just so you can see the whole thing easily.
Okay. So I have two entrances, a left entrance and a right entrance, and then I have three exits to my maze. There's a leftmost, a center.
No, this is not a maze. Each of these columns of squares could be at any given time the top of the bridge that Azlo has to cross.
Because remember, the bridge is octagonally shaped.
Yeah, there's
Right.
a rotating octagon, so we need to get him across so that he doesn't step on any brown squares and he doesn't walk past any walls. Mm-hmm. All right, so in its current position, it's second from the right.
Thane, you're having way too much fun with this. Stop it.
I'm just so worried Azlo's going to fall into the acid and die.
You're worried about it. Really?
So can we communicate with Azlo and allow him to anticipate when we're going to crank the divider and how many...
Because you have to move with it, right?
Right, because Azlo has to, like
Like he has to step with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't rotate instantly. He has enough time to respond and walk.
Sort of slow. Okay.
Okay, so he's not going to have to, like, make acrobatics checks to, as long as we tell him what we're doing. Okay.
Cool.
So in that second to right column, Tokas, how many brown squares are there and where are they from bottom to top?
Okay, so in the very bottom, I have brown, brown, gray, brown, brown, gray, brown, brown.
No, that's 8. There should be only 7 in a column. Up and down.
Oh, you want me to describe my column?
Yeah.
Yes. The columns are the important thing.
Okay, so the leftmost one.
No. The second from
to
the
right.
right.
Second from the right is
We're off to a good start, guys.
5 gray and then 2 brown. I guess I'm still trying to wrap my mind around. So this is
So each of the columns on this grid that you were looking at
is one of the facings of the bridge of the octagonal bridge.
Of the octagonal bridge, right?
Right.
And so we need to match up and get Azlo across without him running into any walls or stepping on any brown squares.
Right, but I don't know if you're solving the puzzle the way that I am, so let me take you down the way that I see it real quick, Jay. So I see, I mean, it's essentially, I'm not going to describe it as a maze because you didn't like that, but like it is a, he's walking on one surface and we have to make that one surface match all the different, stuff that you and I see.
Yeah, we have to keep him safe on every square.
So we kind of need to keep describing to one another the 9 spaces at least, if not more, around where he's currently standing. That way I know if there's a wall there or if you know that there's a brown square, if that makes sense.
Correct, to a certain degree, yes. But in its current configuration, he has 5 free squares that are not posing an impediment.
5 gray squares.
No, he's not. So the order really matters. So from bottom to top, it's actually brown, and then 5 gray.
Okay, I thought you said it was 5 gray and then 2 brown.
Let's go, bottom to top.
My guess is that there's going to be some walls. Like, I have some very easy direct paths that just get him through this, but my guess would be those are impeded with
walls.
Your walls.
So let's do this. Tokas, just rotate as much as you want until there's a gray square in front of me. And let's start there.
Well, what I was going to ask first, so that we can communicate this, how many of your columns begin with gray squares?
Only 2.
Only 2.
Only 2 of the 8.
Yes.
Okay, so it's one of those 2 that we should start with.
Yeah, I think we should start him on my rightmost one because there's more gray.
Okay.
Let's do it.
On the right side of my puzzle. That doesn't mean that's where he's going to need to be eventually, but I'm just taking a wild guess that we'll be able to maneuver around more walls on that side of the map. What's the right side of yours, Luke? Is that where most of your walls are?
No, on the the very rightmost column, there's 2 walls to the left on the first 2 squares, and then there's a blocking wall on the 4th square.
Okay, so let's start there.
Interesting. That matches one of my brown squares. You said the blocking wall? It matches one of my brown squares.
There's a blocking wall between the 4th and the 5th square.
Huh.
So Tokas, rotate us to the right 1.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, we need to go left 1 so that... Yeah, I'm going to rotate us left 1 so that we're on
Left
the
one.
3rd... We need to be on the 3rd column from the right.
I thought we were just talking about the rightmost column.
Yeah, I did too.
No, we were, but I'm saying that one's no good. That doesn't start him on my puzzle. I need to either get him on the 3rd most from the left... There's a gray square there, or I need to get him on the
3rd most from the right.
Now, this is all assuming, by the way, this is us making a huge assumption that gray is safe and brown is bad, when it's possible that that brown is good, and that your things, Jay, bridge me from the different... I mean, I'm guessing it's gray is good. I don't know, because only gray makes paths to the other side from this side.
Right. And all of my squares are gray. So
Right.
we're just going to have to go with that assumption.
Yeah, gray is good, brown is bad.
I hope so.
Yeah, so let's back up. You said earlier that only 2 of your columns begin with gray squares. I thought that you said that the very rightmost one was one of them. Is that not the case?
No, it's like an off... okay, so to make my puzzle a little more confusing, I'm sure it's just the tile set that Thane used. They're kind of brown. I kind of have like 3 colors, actually. But like...
Okay, you can... It's all brown and gray.
It's all brown and gray.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So, so there are 2 entrances and there are 3 exits that are gray.
Name the 2 column entrances.
Yes, the 2 column entrances are what we need.
So the 3rd column, I'm going from left to right. The 3rd column and the 6th column are gray.
Okay.
From left to right, the 3rd
From left to right.
and the 6th. Okay.
Yeah, 3rd and 6th. Can we just like number these guys?
Yes,
1st, 2nd,
exactly.
3rd,
1, 2, 3, 4,
4th.
5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 and 6 are good to go.
Okay, so 3 and 6. All right, in column 3, I have a wall right in between that 1st and 2nd square.
Okay. And we're sure those are bad.
We don't know yet.
Well, I assume that we don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure they're bad.
Okay.
And then in column 6, I have smooth sailing until the wall blocking between the 3rd and 4th square.
So why don't you just rotate me to 6, and let's take the first step to test all of this out so that we don't keep just speculating.
Have any of you played Keep Talking or We'll Explode or whatever that is?
Yeah, we have.
That game's great.
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
So awesome.
I feel like we're doing that a little bit right now. Jay, you ever played it?
No, I have not.
Oh, well, we should stop and we
Recording.
should go play that game and then come back so that you know what we're doing. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
Any listeners played that game?
Yeah, leave it in the comments.
Leave us in the chat.
Yeah, tell us in Discord.
It's a great game.
It is really pretty cool. So Azlo's the one with the bomb, right? And we're the ones with the PDFs. Okay, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna use my thingy, my column thingy.
Yep. Your slider.
I'm gonna take my slider to the 6th column.
Boom.
Okay. The bridge rotates back into place.
Okay.
And the slider on my side also goes to the 6th?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how many gray squares are we talking here, Tokas?
So he can step 2... I mean, he can keep stepping, but when does he hit a wall? You said it's the 4th.
That's a perfect way to do it, okay? We will go with whatever square Azlo is in, and I will say he can step forward or right, and you will say he can step whatever, and we'll figure out which is the same.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it. This is good, Shabba. We're not worried at all, Azlo. You're going to be perfectly
you're
fine,
gonna
buddy.
be good.
Don't think about that acid.
All right.
Just
Okay.
Let's go ahead, leap of faith, take that step onto the first square.
I trust you guys with my life. Here we go. And
first
Azlo
square.
lifts up his little tender toes and twinkles them a little bit, and then puts his foot down on the first square.
As you rest your foot on the tile, you feel it drop an inch or so down and then clink into place. And there's no further movement.
Is this like
boy.
landmine territory where once I lift my foot up, it explodes?
Or it's like a Rubik's Cube, where once the tile is locked, it doesn't rotate with the rest of the... That would be insane.
That would be even more difficult.
That would be slightly hard to keep track of.
Yeah. Okay, so from here, he is in the first square of the 6th column. From
That's
here,
correct.
on my map, on my grid, he has a wall to his left. So he can either go forward 1 or right 1.
I would recommend that he goes forward 1 because he has brown on either side.
Okay.
Okay.
I step forward 1 square.
And the tile clicks down and the one behind you lifts back up.
Okay.
From this square, he still has a wall to his left. He can go forward or right.
The only option that I can see is forward. To the right is brown. To the left is gray, but you said there's a wall.
Yes.
So you're safe to go one more step.
1 more forward.
Forward.
Okay. And take another step forward.
I'll leave it to you, and I'll only interject if something changes.
Okay.
Yeah, if we mess up and we kill him, yeah.
All right, so from here, there's a blocking wall right in front of him, so he can either go left or right.
The only option he has that I can see is to go right.
To go right.
There's brown to the left.
Okay, Azlo, we're going to rotate 1 square to the right. Be ready to take that step.
Yeah, be careful, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. I picture your voice coming out over a little loudspeaker. All right, Azlo, we're going to rotate you 1 to the right.
Put on your hazmat suit, and let's get ready to roll.
Yeah, don't trip. Make sure you step with the bridge rotating.
Yeah.
This is why they call me Tender Toes.
You're like gripping it with your toes. Like,
As it rotates all the way upside down, I'm just hanging on by my toes.
All right, so we rotate from 6 to 7.
6 to 7.
And I start walking.
I think we're good.
No problem. Okay.
Okay. What do you see? Talk to me.
From here, the 3rd square of the 7th column, he can go any direction he wants to.
Okay.
He
Well,
can go in any of the cardinal directions.
okay. Brian, you should go forward 1.
Okay. I take a step forward onto square 4.
Yep, square 4 of column
4 of column 7.
Okay.
He now has a wall to his left, and he can go straight or right.
Okay, right's not an option for me. It's brown. He can go straight.
All right.
Okay.
I go straight 1 to square 5.
Square 5 of column 7.
Yep.
Still got a wall to the left. He can go straight or right.
What would happen if he just keeps going straight?
If he just keeps going straight, he'll eventually hit a dead-end wall at the very last square.
There's a wall there. Of course there's a wall there. Okay. I can't exit. Okay, so the 3rd opening I see on the map is a no-go.
Okay. Also, question, when we rotated it, did the one that Azlo was standing on rotate with the rest of them?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. So we don't have to worry about some crazy Rubik's Cube situation happening.
So describe to me what his options are again, Jay.
So he's in the 5th square of column 7.
Yes.
He can go forward or right. And then if he goes forward twice, that last square has him boxed in on the right and ahead of him.
Tokas, what do you mean? Oh no,
Did we go the wrong way? Did we start him off on the wrong path?
I think we may have, because, like...
This leads to a dead end.
Wait. Columns 8 and columns 1 connect, don't they?
Wrap around,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, they do.
We
Yes.
might be able to wrap him around the puzzle.
Okay, I think we're going to have to.
You said right is open?
Right is clear, yes.
Take a step to the right. Oh, no, don't do that. Wait, Azlo, don't.
Whoa!
Don't do it, no. We're going to rotate. We're going to rotate once to the right
Yeah,
again.
to put him
okay?
into the 8th,
Into 8th column.
column 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Good?
I walk over.
Wait. We're 5 tiles forward.
Yeah.
Correct?
Up from the bottom.
Correct.
Okay, just double checking I didn't put you into a brown. You can trust me, guys. You can trust me, Aslo. All right, so we're
This is
gonna
fine. I'm totally fine.
Everything's cool.
just be ready to roll up a new character like you always wanted. All right, so we're gonna rotate him 1 column to the right.
To the right, to the
Okay.
8th column, and he's going
We're gonna warn him though, so he knows to walk.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so he is now in the 5th square of the 8th column, and he can go forward or back the way he came or to the right.
He has to go right again. I have to get him into column 1. He can't go forward. There's brown there.
Okay.
So rotate to the right.
Yep, we're gonna rotate you again, buddy.
Okay. I start walking.
So you quickly slide the thing all the way back across the whole board.
Oh, is that how we have to do it? All right, listen, Azlo, we really hope that this is going to work.
I hope this doesn't do like a full like a kickflip.
Yeah, right.
Maybe he just like jumps as it rotates beneath him.
Yeah, do a kickflip. All right. We get it back to 1.
No, Shabba, you and I have to do it at the same time, right?
No.
Just one person has to do it.
Only one of us does it, and the other ones follow suit.
Well, can you do it, Shabba? I don't want to be responsible for his death.
All right. I just put my palm against the thing and just slam it over to the other side.
And you break it?
Shut up! It just keeps spinning. As was running. Oh, no.
It momentarily starts to shift the wrong direction, but then corrects itself and goes over to the first column.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, boy.
Are you sure you guys know what you're doing?
No idea. All right, so from here, he can either go back the way he came, or he can go straight.
Yeah, straight looks
forward.
good. Yeah, forward looks good to me.
Okay. If he keeps going forward, he can get out.
No, there's brown.
Okay.
It's not that simple.
All right, so I step forward one more square.
Okay.
Column 1.
Yeah, column 1.
Square 6.
No. Wait, 1, 2, 3...
Yes.
4, 5.
Column 1, square 6.
Yes.
1 square away from the end. So,
but that one's no good.
Guys, I think I can make it.
No, don't, Azlo,
don't do it. Azlo, don't get tempted here.
No, I think I can.
Azlo, stop. Don't.
From here, he can either go forward or to the left, back around to 8.
It's like an Indiana Jones moment, and my hand is like just inches away from the Holy Grail.
Wait. Are you serious? He can't go right?
He cannot go right from here. He's got a wall.
Gosh.
Oh, no. We started him off on the wrong one, didn't we?
I mean, there were only 2 options. Like, literally,
right.
My hope was that this was going to be the one.
You have chosen poorly.
Yeah, we have chosen very poorly.
So we have to get him back safely.
Yeah, we're going to have to backtrack now.
Oh, my gosh. Azlo, don't be mad at us, but...
Don't worry. There's only one other option to try. We can get you there.
Well, in theory, there's only one other path.
Right.
And we picked the wrong one. Don't be mad at us. Please don't give us pay cuts.
Guys, it's only a 10-foot jump. I can make it. I know I can.
No. You probably can, honestly, but that's not how the game works.
Azlo, make an intelligence check.
Yeah, you have to depress 1 square in each, 1 tile in each column to get the door to open.
Oh.
I got a natural 20 on my intelligence check, and I didn't even have to roll.
8 for me.
Okay, never mind.
I don't think we should risk it. I think we just hope that the other path is the correct path.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got to depress 1 tile from each column to get there. He's got to do the right sequence.
So we didn't mess up getting him there. Do you think that we would mess up backtracking, or do you want to make us backtrack?
We can say you get back to the beginning. That's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair.
He should remember the way back, at least.
We hit a dead end, right? We truly did.
Yeah, we hit a dead end. There's no other way we could go.
Yeah.
So we're pretty sure that there were no alternate pathways we could have taken along the way, right?
Didn't sound like it.
Okay. All right, so we go back to the beginning. We'll rotate to column 3.
Yep. Let's try column 3 this time.
Start there.
Azlo, you still trust us, right?
Nope, not at all, but I don't really have a choice. So here we go, and I step onto the first tile.
Okay, there's a wall in front of you. You could go left or right.
You're kidding me. That's why we didn't do this one.
Why?
Because I can't even get him started. There's brown to either side of him, and you're saying there's a wall in front?
Yeah, there's a wall in front.
It's a no-go.
Wait, then there must be an alternate path that we missed on the other one.
Possibly.
Yeah, there must be.
So let's try it again, and I'll see if I can see it this time.
Okay.
I don't think that I made a decision, but maybe I did make a decision, and I'll find it this time. Like, we'll know if I'm putting us on the previous path we already tried or not.
Right. Okay, so column 6, square 1.
Yep.
Column 6.
You can go forward or to the right.
Okay. He has to go forward.
He has to go forward. Okay.
So on to square 2.
On to square 2, you can go forward or right again.
He has to go forward.
Okay. So now you're
on to square 3.
Square 3, you can only go either left or right. You cannot go forward.
Okay, he has to go right.
Okay. So we're going to rotate once to the right.
Yep.
We're on column 7.
We let him know. We tell him.
Yes.
Column 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Square 3.
Square 3. Now you can go back the way you came. You can go backwards 1. You can go forwards 1, or you can go right 1. You can go any direction you want.
Okay, let's try going right this time. I see a new path now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go right.
So
we rotate.
Rotate to column 8.
Column 8.
Yes.
And
square 3.
Square 3.
Yep.
Now you can go any direction you want again.
Azlo, come back. Go backwards.
Backwards one.
Go back to...
back to square 2?
Go down instead of forward.
Yeah, okay. Square 2 of column 8.
Column 8,
Yes.
right. Now you can go backward, you can go forward, or you can go to the right. You cannot go left. There's a wall.
He's going to go right because that's going to loop him back to column
Yes.
1.
So we tell Azlo do a kickflip, we slam it from 8 to 1, and you make...
I believe you mean do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. Yeah, just ride.
Thank you.
Just grip your arms around it and ride the thing all the way around through the acid.
Oh, is the bottom of the bridge on the acid itself?
Good
Yeah.
exfoliating dip.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Is it, like, hot when you step on it? Because, like, technically...
Yes, it is.
Hasn't, like, parts of it been in the acid?
The calluses on my feet are enough that it doesn't even bother me.
Oh, man. Some fresh acid on there.
So we will rotate it to column 1, and you'll go to the right. So you are now on square 2 of column 1.
Square 2, column 1.
Yep.
From here, he can go left, right, or forward.
Right's the only option I have for him.
Okay.
Okay.
Rotate.
So we'll rotate to column 2,
Column 2. Yep.
and he goes to square 2.
Yep, we let him know, because we're moving it
Yep.
this way.
Yeah, that's me saying we're going to rotate it to column 2 is me saying to both of you.
Yeah, I mean, like, out loud, Tokas and Shabba are shouting this into the cavern.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yes. So from here, you can go any way except backwards. You can go left, right, or forward.
Okay, let's try. I actually have 2 paths diverging, but it's clearly it's forward.
Okay.
We're not in a yellow wood, but let's see what happens.
It's clearly he goes forward to the 3rd space.
Okay, so I step
Okay.
forward to 3.
From here, you can go left or forward.
Forward.
Okay,
Forward
forward to
again.
4.
Yep.
Okay, from here, you can go any direction you want.
Okay, his only option for me is right. It's a corner turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So we rotate to the right to column 3.
Yep.
And he takes a step over. So you're now on tile 4 of column 3. You can go any direction you want.
Right. Again.
Okay.
Okay.
Right 1.
We rotate him to column 4.
Okay. You can go any direction you want.
Rotate him to column 5.
Okay, column 5. You can only go back the way you came or to the right this time.
We can't go forward?
No. Oh, no. There's a wall there.
No. I still have paths. You're just saying I can't go
Okay.
forward.
We can't go forward. We can
Okay.
go left or right.
We go right.
Okay.
Okay. Right to column 6.
To column 6. Okay.
Yep. What are the options?
Now you can only go forward.
Let's go forward.
Okay.
Okay.
Forward's good to me.
Step to square. What am I on now? 5?
Square 5
Square
of column
5
6.
of... Yep, column 6.
Now you can only go to the left.
Left is good.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go left. I think we're solving it.
Yeah, there's this little like curve of wall that you have to kind of like go through, and I can see the path now. So we go back to column 5. You're on square 5 of column 5. You can go forward now.
Forward's good.
Okay.
Step forward 1.
You can trust us, Azlo.
We've got
We're going to
this.
get you through this, buddy.
Now you can go any direction you want.
I'm pretty sure we just have him go straight. I think it finishes the puzzle.
Straight forward. Well, if you go straight forward,
Where are we?
we are on column 5, square 6.
Square 6. Cool. He can be on the 7th in column 5. I think that's it. I think that's the puzzle.
If he goes to column 7, there's a wall right in front of him,
What?
Square 7.
blocking his way out.
Wait, there's a wall on column 5.
At the very end, at the very top.
So hang on. So he can step into that square. You're just saying that there's a wall there?
He can step in the square, he just can't step beyond that square.
Can he go left?
He can go any direction he wants here, but 4 of the very top squares have walls. Columns 4, 5, 6, and 7 all have walls bordering the very top, stopping him from getting out.
Okay, I'm with you. Does column 2, square 7, have a wall?
No. It has a wall to the left, but not to the front.
Could Brian go left a bunch and then forward?
Yes.
That's the way out.
Okay.
I have gray left, gray left, and then
Gray forward, and then open. Okay, yep, that's it. All right, so we go 4, 3, 2, and then forward 1 and forward 1.
Okay.
And you're out.
All right. Congratulations. You
did
make
it.
through.
To increase the tension, we purposely solved the puzzle wrong the first time. I'm kidding. That was so disheartening that we made like I thought we made it through on the first try, and then it was a dead end. Diabolical, Thane. Were you entertained, Thane, that I picked the wrong path for us the first time?
I found the whole thing entertaining, but
Why am I not surprised?
We were your little playthings.
All right, Azlo, you made it. Now come get us out of here.
All right. I walk forward and I try the lever.
You pull the lever, and a few things happen. First, the bridge behind you sinks downwards, and then 2 platforms come out from the sides and close over the acid entirely.
Ah, okay.
Oh, nice.
So it becomes a solid ground the whole way back.
I thought you were going to say the bridge sinks downward and then some synchronized swimmers come up from, like, around the acid pool, except they're, like, weird creatures that can live in acid.
And Shabba and Tokas, your stone doors at the end of your hallways open up.
All right. I go through.
Right. Yep, same.
Does my door open up?
It does not.
Ooh.
Oh. Now the tables have turned, Azlo.
Yeah.
Now you have to get us
Now
out.
we get to be king. We'll be king together, Shabba.
You see a slot opens up in the wall, and there's a pair of glasses inside, and you put them on, and there are 2 different images, and your left eye can only see one image, and your right eye can only see the other one. And so you have to communicate with yourself to get us out of here.
Look on Bane's face.
Can you just, like, close one eye and then the other until...
Yeah, I'm kidding. Because you're only one person, so you'd automatically know what they both have.
Yeah.
So you go through your doors and down short tunnels to small rooms that have nothing in them except for a single lever. And above you, you can see kind of a shimmering portal similar to the one that you entered originally. It's too high for you to reach, though.
Oh. Well, I pull that lever
Yep, I'm going to pull my lever.
in the absence of anything else to do.
Okay. As you pull the lever, the door closes behind you, and then Azlo's door opens up once both of the levers are pulled.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, he just has to sacrifice us to become king, because being king is all about making sacrifices. That's what the portal above us is.
Yeah.
Our doom.
I will step forward through the door.
Okay.
He does something, and then the rooms just rotate. They just flip over, and we just fall through them.
So the stone door rumbles and slides open, leading to a staircase taking you upwards. As you reach the top of the stairs, you emerge into a large hall, the dominating feature of which is a large statue of black marble carved in the form of a man clothed in royal robes, scepter in hand, crown on his head. His left hand is held out in front of him, palm up, as if gesturing towards the treasure before him. A silver crown resting atop an elegantly carved pedestal.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness!
And the scepter? Or, he's just a statue.
Yeah.
It's not really the scepter.
No.
I mean, we can break the scepter off, and you can have it for a souvenir, but I don't think it's the real one.
Wow.
The crown is crafted of a silvery metal that sparkles like starlight, even in the absence of any other light source. The design itself is relatively simple, with braided strands of metal twisting together to form a short ring, and a single pale blue star sapphire set into the front.
Sweet. Do I notice anything else in the room?
A little bit farther ahead of you, you can see openings in the floor to your left and right, which are covered with the shimmering energy field.
Okay.
And if you get closer to those, you can actually look down and see your companions through the barriers.
Azlo, hi!
Hey guys, what's up?
Can we see
How's it
him?
going up there?
Oh, great. Not too bad. Nothing really to mention up here.
Actually, you can see each other, but you can't hear each other through the portal.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No.
I start using sign language.
Hey, what do you know? I know sign language. First, I'll go over to each of them and hold up a finger to just say, hold on a second. And then I'll go back over to the statue and just take a second to examine the surroundings and make sure, just check for traps, basically.
Okay. Carved into the pedestal below the crown is another verse.
Oh boy.
It wasn't that simple, guys.
Question. Does the crown look feminine or masculine?
Like, is it more like a tiara or more like a crown?
It's more of a crown, but not like a big bulky crown. Kind of in between.
More like a circlet?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
If anything, you'd say it might be like an elvish crown.
Sort of like a sleek,
Very efficient.
lightweight sort of feel.
Yeah, so anyone could wear it.
Aerodynamic.
Okay, yeah, exactly. This crown appears to be of elvish make. I will look down and read the verse. The crown lies before thee, O king soon to be. Reach forward and claim it, and set the world free. From monsters and evil and malice beneath, to thee and thy wisdom, we this crown bequeath. I make a mental note to use the word bequeath more often in my daily vocabulary. And then I check for traps.
Okay. I'll make some rolls.
That's Crown of Bequeath. You take the crown and the little placard that has the verse flips over him and it's like, psych! Too bad, sucker! And then just like fireballs just start launching at you.
Okay, you do a thorough search of the pedestal and the statue area, and you don't see any sort of mechanical triggers or anything for traps.
All right. Here goes nothing. I reach forward with a trembling hand. This is the moment we've been waiting for. And I place it upon the crown and lift it off the pedestal.
You lift the crown up, and you can feel its power and brilliance in your hands just as soon as you touch it.
When Tokas and I begin to ascend, we just feel the upward forces pulling us toward the portal. To sit at the left and right hand of the king.
Dude, I have the crown. Hey guys, I have the crown. Oh, they can't hear me. Oh, dude, what do I do? What do I do now? I'm really nervous.
Shouldn't you just attune to the crown?
It takes an hour.
Oh, yeah, I should probably do that. I hear his voice in my head. First, I'll walk over to the portals and show them the crown. I'll hold it and wave it back and forth and give a thumbs up.
What? The crown! We did it! The crown! Like, you see Tokas, like, jumping and shouting and, like, fist pumping.
Shabba lays on his back on the ground and stares up with a wide-eyed expression. Like sort of a vacant grin. I can't believe we got it.
I look around for anything else in the room. Any levers or pulleys or switches?
You don't see anything else that you could interact with.
Okay.
The whole room is nicely appointed and finely carved and such. It's decorated, but it all looks like it's built into the stonework and nothing that you could take with you or anything.
Okay. I go back to the statue and grab the scepter and try to, like, pull it out of his hand or take his arm and kind of, like, pull it up and down.
2-for-1 special.
You try to manipulate the statue, but nothing moves.
Okay. I was wondering if his arm was a hidden lever. Okay, so I take the crown and I look at it and admire its beauty for a second, and then I lift it and place it on my head.
It rests gently atop your luscious locks.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to comb your hair first before you put on the crown.
Oh, am I? Well,
yep.
Too late. My luscious curls can't be combed. I walk over to the portals and I point down at one of the portals and I say, "Open, portal."
As you're walking over to the portals this time, you hear the sound of rumbling stone, and you realize that it's coming from the rooms that your companions are in. And looking over there, you can see the stone walls sliding slowly inward from either side.
What?
Oh, no.
Azlo, no, we're dead!
A voice rings out through the hall, coming from the direction of the statue.
An emperor's rule is by sacrifice won. Such choices and hardships are by thine hand done. Do not look behind, for the world doth await a true worthy leader who commands his own fate. But should thine heart tremble at pain thou hast wrought, this chance we do give thee to better their lot. Thy friends thou canst save, their fate in thine hands, if thou wouldst relinquish thy claim on these lands.
What?
How fast are the walls coming in?
Not that fast, but, you've got maybe 2 minutes before they crush you.
Okay, we didn't leap into a different dimension, right?
No, we can see Azlo.
Yeah.
I'm asking the DM a question relevant to my Eldritch Knight. We're on the same plane of existence?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna weapon bond, and I want my rapier.
Okay.
Alright, sweet, I have a rapier, now what?
Well done. Fat lot of good.
Nice.
Maybe you can try to wedge it underneath the stone as it's coming in and ruin your sword while you cling to life.
Seriously, maybe you should pick Shabba. I don't have the armband of Altoria, do I?
No.
Oh, man.
Bummer.
Oh, that would suck if I have to reattune to it. I mean, these are stone walls closing in on me. No strength check I can make is gonna stop it.
Did we hear that voice as well?
You heard the voice. You couldn't tell where it was coming from. It was just kind of all around you.
Okay.
I knew it. I knew he'd have to sacrifice us to get the crown. I knew it. I called it.
Thinking quickly, Azlo is just going to point at the portal and cast Dispel Magic.
And that one doesn't have an M?
Nope, no material components.
Don't you have to pick a portal?
Yeah, so I'm just pointing at one of them.
Well, which one? That's very relevant.
I will start with Tokas's.
You start to cast your spell, but you feel the magic sucked out of you.
Oh, man.
Basically like a counterspell was cast on you as you were casting the spell.
Which is very relevant. I was going to ask if we'd taken a long rest or such since the last time I mistied, because I won't be able to Misty through the portal, or to the portal. Wait a second. You said if we could just jump to the... Oh, I don't have my ring of jump either. I can't reach the portal. My normal jump, you said it's too high up, right?
Yeah, it's about 15 feet up.
The verse said, if you're thrown, you relinquish. So it says, an emperor's rule is by sacrifice one. Such choices and hardships are by thine hand done. Do not look behind, for the world doth await a true worthy leader who commands his own fate. But should thine heart tremble at pain thou hast wrought, this chance we do give thee to better their lot. Thy friends thou canst save, can.
That's what that means.
Their fate in thine hands, if thou wouldst relinquish thy claim on these lands. So you have to...
Man, you have to put the crown back.
You have to put the crown back.
Yeah, to give you guys at least a better chance anyway. I will run back to the pedestal and take off the crown and put it back on the pedestal and step away.
As soon as you place the crown back onto the pedestal, the grinding sound immediately stops.
Okay, I run back over to the portal to Tokas's.
I look up at Azlo. I give him the thumbs up, because has it stopped? Did it stop squishing me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It took you a while to decide, though, so it's rather narrow in there.
We're like, all right, we're going to talk about this, Azlo.
All right, now I'm going to pick up the crown again and see if it keeps moving. Here we go.
What? No. I'm like shouting at him, no.
I would try to cast message to you, but that has material components.
We have to hire Nibrin and some other poor soul and come back and do the puzzle with them.
Yes, exactly. Someone who we can willingly sacrifice. Let's go back and get Nibrin and Stripey, and we'll be good to go.
Or you squish us both and drag our corpses to the healer.
That's true. Have you resurrected?
Okay, we could have an artifact. We just have to sacrifice Tokas and Shabba.
I don't think that's the way that this works.
And we could maybe re-roll characters, and it's not like we're losing our gear. All of our gear is sitting outside the portals. Brian could go swipe it. The only danger is he going to be able to get out of this cave without our help? He has Stripey. Stripey could, like, we could squish us, Jay. We could sacrifice ourselves so that he can save the kingdom.
I do not think that's the way this works.
You could make new characters named Shmokus and Shmaba. It'd be fine.
I try to pull the lever back the other way.
You can pull it back, but nothing happens.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I mean, that's it. I think there's only two options. Either we lose both of your characters and Azlo gets the crown, or we don't get the crown. And I'm guessing you guys having your bodies smashed in between two giant stone blocks means you probably aren't resurrectable either.
Well, let's take this scenario for a spin. We don't take the crown. How do we get out of here? We're still trapped inside.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I look down in through the portal, so like there's a portion where Tokas is in and the wall has moved in. Do I see anything on the other side of the wall from him, or is it just flat stone?
It looks like it just came out of a little bit of an inset area, so can't see whatever might have been behind it.
Okay.
I just thought of something to try, but since I can't talk to Azlo, I don't want to give him any ideas.
Okay.
Actually, I will motion up to you whenever I have your attention, whenever you come over to check on me. I'll wave to get your attention.
I'll probably be going back and forth between the two.
Okay, and then I'm going to hold one hand flat like this, and then I'm going to put my other hand sort of going through it like this.
Yeah, I guess I'll try. I mean, I don't have any objects to drop into there. Unless the robe comes with one of those nice things that ties around the waist, and I can just pull that off and dip it into the portal. But I'm going to try poking a finger through.
You try to touch it, but you can't go through the portal. It's acting like a wall.
Okay, it feels solid. Okay.
I nod in understanding.
I go back over to the statue. I try to push it, pull it, manipulate it in any other way.
Dance with it.
Yeah.
It doesn't move.
Okay, I try rotating the pedestal or pushing down on it.
Nope, nothing moves.
And there's no means of egress from this room?
You can walk down the stairs and get out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the puzzle, the whole thou wouldst relinquish. I mean, if he leaves the room, I feel like that would tell the room he's not planning to take the crown. Mm-hmm. And it would maybe let us out? I don't know. I think, honestly...
Okay, how about this? I walk back down the stairs, I go back out into the 100-foot-long room, and I throw the lever.
When you do that, the door closes up behind you, and the other two doors, locking them in, open up.
Okay.
That's it.
And you're free to leave.
So we can leave whenever time we want. It's just a question of, do I leave?
Yeah. Whether we can leave with the crown.
Yeah. Well, actually, so they can walk out now?
Yep.
Yeah, let's get back to the room where we can talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. Azlo, what the heck, man?
Listen, I was just trying my options, okay? How about this? Now that you guys are out of those 2 rooms, can I try going back and throwing that lever again, and then going back in to the crown room?
You're still standing right by the lever. You're still in the room where the lever is.
Yeah, but like now that you guys have left,
Yeah.
I'll try that.
Flipping it again doesn't open up the door.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, us pulling the levers.
Opened it up.
Oh, yeah, those are the ones.
We need like mage hand or something. Oh, we don't have any spells. Yeah.
Nope.
If only I could like throw my we have my rapier. If only I could like throw my rapier and like hit the lever.
Yeah, I mean, if we had our equipment, we just tie off some rope and then walk back and then pull the lever.
Well, I show them my rapier and I say, we have an equipment. Actually, wait a minute. This is not the only weapon I've weapon bonded to. That's very relevant, maybe.
Why? What else have you weapon bonded to?
I'm also weapon bonded to my whip. Thane let me do that at one point.
Can you bond to more than one weapon?
You can have 2 bonded weapons.
Okay.
So I have the rapier and I could also grab my whip.
How long's the whip?
15 feet.
20
feet.
Yeah, when stretched to full length, the whip is up to 20 feet, but they don't attack that far. They only have a range of 10 feet. Oh, the whip is treated like a melee weapon with 15-foot reach.
Oh, 15 feet. Wow. Okay.
Well, I feel like we have a bit of a kamikaze conundrum here.
Also, I just decided to start a punk band and call it Kamikaze Conundrum.
The kamikaze conundrum, yeah. In World War II, we fought many naval battles against the Japanese. And the problem we had was that they would gladly sacrifice themselves by crashing their own planes into our ships. Because they believed that a warrior's death was the most valiant death one could have. And so we are in a similar situation because if we leave the crown here and the cult gets it, they will probably gladly sacrifice themselves / each other and be happy to do so in order to get it.
For the Emperor, or whatever they're believing in.
Right. Because their beliefs are so closely held that they're willing to die for them.
Yeah. So we have the opportunity to choose to not get the crown. We have the opportunity to choose 2 of the characters on our roster to sacrifice, and namely, we probably want to leave us with the one that can actually use the crown.
Right.
Which we think is Azlo. But I'm glad we're talking about this. Azlo, I'm glad you decided not to squish us, and we're talking about this. That's good. Yeah. That's comforting.
Yeah, no problem. Now, one thing we can do that doesn't involve picking up the crown is going back in there and using the wand of detect magic. I don't know if that identifies, but it would at least tell us the
You don't have your items.
We don't have our
Oh,
items.
right.
We are in white robes.
Yeah.
And we've kind of nixed that we can't use any magic in here, right? Tokas tries to
Yes, that's
firebolt.
true.
Yeah.
It doesn't have materials to it.
Bro, firebolt me.
I'm going to try.
I stand with my arms outstretched. Do it.
All right, so I'm going to try to cast firebolt.
Well, and here you can cast it fine. So you
Oh no!
Ow!
All right, how much damage?
All right, do I roll damage?
Dang
All
it!
right, that was it. I rolled a 2 to hit.
Okay, sweet. It misses. Phew. All right, so magic works out here, but not in there. Okay, so Tokas, you were able to bond to your whip, right?
Yeah, I've got my whip and my rapier. I just summoned my whip as well.
Can we use that from outside of the last room?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how long D&D 5th edition whips are.
You could reach the lever and pull it, but that's still only one lever.
So you're saying he could pull it from outside of the room?
Yeah.
Huh.
But we don't have a way for you to do it, Shabba.
We have my robe.
That's not long enough.
Well, no. The robe's not long enough, but if you do the classic bed sheets out the window, all you do is you tear it into strips, and then you tie the strips together and create a rope. Very simple to do. Of course, then you guys would have to see me naked, and I don't know if I'm willing to put the fate of the world into you guys seeing me naked.
When one of us slid the puzzle, it did it. We just need someone to do the lever. If the whip solved Tokas's side, like my lever issue, we just need I'll phrase it again. We just need something to pull the lever.
It sounds like both levers have to be pulled, though.
Yeah. So the change didn't happen until both levers were pulled. So can I walk into my room, pull the lever, walk back out, and then you pull the other one with the whip?
When the lever is pulled, that seals the door behind you.
That side?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I mean, we could risk losing the
No,
whip.
we wouldn't lose because you
Which
just
we
bonded
wouldn't
back
lose
to
because I
yourself.
have weapon bond. Hang on. Well, I'd have to do it as it's falling. What if I went in and whipped my lever? What happens?
Then you just bond the whip back to yourself and go in and whip the other one.
No, it's not that simple. I can't go to your path.
Well, then I'll whip it. Give me the whip and I'll whip it.
No, I can't give you the whip, Shabba. Just hold on.
Yes, you can.
Throw me the idol, I throw you the whip.
Yeah, exactly. So many good Indiana Jones references.
So I'm going to go in and I'm going to whip my lever and see what happens.
So hold on. So you have the whip bonded to you. You pass it to Shabba. Shabba uses it on his side, and then you bond it.
How am I going to pass it to Shabba?
You just hand it to him.
Because you can just bond it back to yourself at any time you want.
Shabba's on the other side. He whips his lever, and then you bond it back to you immediately.
How did I get the whip to Shabba?
You just hand it to him. We're all in the same room
We're all
right
in the
now.
same room right now.
Oh, we are?
You're in the room with the bridge.
Oh, okay.
That's right. That's right.
We're back to where we're separated in the puzzle and yeah.
So you would have to throw your whip down, and then
Right.
Azlo would have to throw it up to me.
If it even fits in that slot.
Right. But we have infinite chances because it's
Right.
bonded.
I think the slits are too high to really throw it up through that very well.
What about, you guys can still go back through your doorways, though, can't you?
Yeah, but
But the whip wouldn't go with
the
you.
whip wouldn't go with us.
Yeah, true.
So here's my idea. I could memorize the puzzle. We could do the puzzle again, and Tokas could learn the puzzle, and I could learn to do the puzzle without Shabba. And we never tested at the very beginning of the puzzle, and I wish we had, or the chamber, we never tested if Stripey could go through the portal by himself. In theory, Stripey could pull your lever.
In theory.
We never tested it to see if he could go through without you, or by himself.
Right.
That's true.
And he's intelligent, you could tell him what he has to do,
Mm-hmm.
and you can summon a new pet.
That's true.
If you summon a new pet, you can't there's no save slots. You can't save Stripey's, right? And then have a new pet. I'm pretty sure the new pet overwrites the previous. How does that work, Thane?
It's actually supposed to be the same one. You've just decided that it would never be Stripey again.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. It's
By the rules.
It's supposed to be you summoning it back to life, or you summon a new version of it or something. I just imagine.
You flavored it?
I would just imagine that it would just be some cheap carbon copy of Stripey without any of our memories. If I resummon Stripey, would he have all of our memories together?
It's supposed to be the same creature, so you basically fashioned a new body for it or something.
Just tell me, Thane, will he have all of his memories? You're the DM, you make the decision.
Yes.
Well, all of this hinges on whether or not Stripey can go into the chamber and whether or not Tokas can memorize the puzzle.
Right.
And do it by himself.
Thane said that the thing's closed over top of the pit of acid, so we don't have to do the puzzle anymore.
Are you sure?
He's talking about if we all went back out and came in, the puzzle would reset itself.
The puzzle's going to then anybody could just come in and grab the crown. It's what would be the point of the mechanism to keep people from taking the crown?
Right.
But okay, so the weapon bond maybe gets around Tokas's lever. I'm just trying to help us think of a way to solve Shabba's.
So, but I can't leave this room, though. I can't go back out into the main room.
You can't leave, but we can leave. Yes.
Right.
What? No, he can leave. He can leave at any time.
No, he can't.
In the configuration that we are right now.
No. He can't go back through the portal. Remember, he couldn't go back through the portal.
He didn't try to go back.
He didn't try to go back
Oh.
through it.
I thought I did.
I thought you did do that at the very beginning of the puzzle.
I went back through the portal and I could go back and no problem.
Yes, you did, but Brian, at the very beginning of this puzzle, Azlo tried to go back through the portal and it wouldn't let him.
No, he did not.
Oh, no. I said something, and I think they couldn't hear it, is maybe what it was.
Yeah, he never actually tried to go back.
And then I assumed that I couldn't go back.
Okay, you didn't try the middle portal. Okay.
Yeah, we can all get out. We can walk away if we want to.
So Shabba, what do you think about that idea? You tell Stripey what to do, I memorize the puzzle, he pulls the lever, I whip the lever.
Mm-hmm. And we regen Stripey.
It's cool because these really obscure abilities that you and I have that we've never used before might actually be useful for once. I've never needed weapon bond. I've never been disarmed.
This would be sacrificing Stripey for the greater good.
We have to get the crown. We can't let the cult get it.
If there was ever a moment when Stripey should be sacrificed, it is now.
Dang. Those are big words for you to say, Shabba.
Is he smart enough for you to explain all this to him?
I'm going to say yes.
Will he understand that he's going to get squished?
Little buddy, this is going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me. I mean, no, wait, hold on.
Actually, you don't want him to keep his memories because he'll remember that you sacrificed him.
Yeah, he'll hold that over me forever.
Maybe you'll have to summon a new pet because he doesn't trust us.
Just tell him there's treats at the end.
Yeah.
No, Shabba, you should tell him the truth.
I should.
And maybe explain to him that you can reconstitute his body, but...
Do we know that he can pull that lever? That he has enough strength to pull the lever? I'm sure he does. His strength is higher than mine.
He's a big badger.
He could, pull it down with his mouth or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, first things first. Let's regroup in the main room where we're all together, and then see if Stripey can go through on his own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's a being. He's a...
Right.
Creature.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
All right, so we leave. We go back out and reset everything.
You step outside, emerge from the portals, and as you turn and see each other again, you hear the voice once again ringing out.